America is on the brink of significant changes that could reshape its future by the year 2050. From environmental shifts due to climate change to advancements in technology and shifts in demographic compositions, the United States is expected to undergo transformations that will affect every aspect of life. These changes will not only influence how Americans live on a daily basis, but also how the country operates on a global stage. In this video, we will explore 5 events that will change America by 2050. 5. Climate change and environmental shifts. By the year 2050, the weather and natural places in America might look quite different because of something called climate change. Climate change means the Earth is getting warmer over time because of too much carbon dioxide and other gases that trap heat in the atmosphere. This warming affects the whole planet, including America, in many ways. One big change is that the sea levels are rising. This happens because ice from places like Antarctica and Greenland is melting into the ocean, and warm water takes up more space than cold. Cities near the coast, like New York and Miami, might face more flooding, and some beaches could disappear under the water. People living in these areas might have to move to higher places. Another effect of climate change is the weather getting more extreme. This means more very hot days in the summer and stronger storms. Hurricanes could get stronger and happen more often, especially along the coasts. In places that are dry, there might be more wildfires, which are big fires that spread quickly and are hard to control. These fires can damage homes and forests. All these changes from climate change can also affect animals and plants. Some animals might find it hard to survive if their homes, like forests or wetlands, change too much or disappear. Plants that are used to certain weather might not grow as well if it gets too hot or too cold. To handle these problems, people are trying to do things differently. They are using less oil and coal that create the gases causing warming, and using more wind and solar power instead. They are also building stronger houses that can withstand big storms, and thinking about how to keep cities safe from rising seawaters. By understanding climate change and working to stop it, people hope to protect our planet so we can all have a better future. 4. Demographic transformations. By the year 2050, America will look very different because more people from different backgrounds and places will live here. This change in who lives in America is called demographic transformation. Right now, most people in America who are not Hispanic or Latino are called non-Hispanic whites, and they are the majority, but by 2050, they will no longer be the majority. This means there will be more people from other races and ethnic groups like Hispanics, Asians, and African Americans than there are non-Hispanic whites. This change is happening for a few reasons. First, families in different racial and ethnic groups often have more children. Second, people from other countries continue to move to America, adding to the diversity of the population. As America becomes more diverse, it will change how people live together. Schools will have students from many different backgrounds, and all kinds of festivals and foods from different cultures will be part of everyday life. It's like having a big mix of different stories, music, and traditions all around us. This big mix will also affect politics, the rules and decisions that help run the country. Different groups of people care about different things, and they will want to make sure their voices are heard. This means new leaders and new ideas might come up, and they will help decide everything from what kids learn in school to how cities are built. Besides the mix of people, America will also have more older people than before. This happens because people are living longer thanks to better medicine and healthcare. But this also means there needs to be more doctors, nurses, and places for older people to live and be taken care of. So by 2050, America will be like a big, colorful quilt made of many different pieces. Each piece represents different people and their unique ways of living, all stitched together to make the country a vibrant and interesting place. 3. Technological advances. By 2050, new technologies like robots, computers, and special medicines will change how we live in America. First, let's talk about robots and computers. These are not just for fun. They can also do jobs that people do, like driving cars or picking things in a warehouse. This is called automation. Automation helps make jobs easier and faster, but it also means that some jobs people do now might not be needed in the future. For example, if robots can drive cars, we might not need as many human drivers. Because of this, schools will need to teach kids different skills. Learning about technology, like how to use computers and understand how robots work, will be very important. Kids might also need to be really good at solving problems and thinking of new ideas, because these are things robots can't do as well as humans. Next, there's something amazing happening in medicine. Scientists are using new technology to make better medicines and treatments. This could mean that diseases that are hard to cure now might be easier to treat in the future. People could live longer and healthier lives because of these advances. Also, because computers are getting smarter, they can help doctors understand diseases better. Computers can look at a lot of information about a person's health and help doctors figure out the best way to help them. This is sometimes called artificial intelligence, or AI, and it's like having a super smart helper that can think really fast. Finally, all these new technologies mean that cities and homes might look different too. Houses could have smart systems that turn lights on and off or control the temperature automatically. Cars might drive themselves, and cities could have new ways to save energy and be kinder to the environment. So by 2050, new technologies will help us do many things better and faster, but they will also change what we need to learn and how we live every day. 2. Political and social movements. By the year 2050, America might see big changes because of new ideas and movements started by people who want to make a difference. These changes could affect how everyone lives and how the country is run. One big area where we might see changes is in how people treat each other. As more different kinds of people live together in America, they will need to figure out how to get along and respect each other's backgrounds and beliefs. This could lead to new rules that make sure everyone is treated fairly, no matter where they come from or what they look like. Money and how it's shared could also change. Right now, some people have a lot of money while others have very little. In the future, more people might ask for rules that help make sure wealth is shared more evenly. This could mean more support for schools, hospitals, and help for families who need it. Healthcare, which is how we take care of people when they're sick, might change too. Many people think healthcare should be something everyone can get, just like we all can go to public school. By 2050, there might be new ways to make sure everyone can see a doctor when they need to without worrying about the cost. The environment is another big area for change. As people see how climate change affects their lives, they might support new policies that protect the environment. This could include using more clean energy like wind or solar power and finding new ways to reduce trash and pollution. Finally, the way America is governed could change. New political groups or even new political parties might become popular. They could bring fresh ideas and different ways of solving problems, making sure that all kinds of people have a say in the government. So by 2050, these new movements and ideas could lead to a country where people are more caring towards each other and the planet, and where the rules are made to help everyone live better together. 1. Energy transition. By the year 2050, America might change a lot because of the way we use energy. Right now, we use a lot of oil and coal to power things like cars, homes, and factories. These are called fossil fuels, but using too much of these can hurt our planet because they create air pollution and add to climate change. So, by 2050, America will be using more energy from the sun and wind. These are called renewable energy sources because they can be used over and over again without running out. Solar panels capture sunlight and turn it into electricity. Wind turbines use the wind to create power. These ways of making energy are cleaner, which means they don't pollute the air like burning coal or oil does. This big switch to renewable energy will change many things. For one, it will help make the air cleaner, which is good for our health. It will also help fight climate change by producing less carbon dioxide, which is a gas that makes the earth warmer. Having more renewable energy can also make America less dependent on other countries for oil. This is good for the country's safety and economy because it means we can make our own energy and don't have to rely as much on others. Also, cars might be very different by 2050. Many cars will be electric, which means they run on electricity instead of gasoline. Electric cars are quieter and cleaner. There might also be more public transport options like buses and trains that use clean energy, making it easier and greener to travel around. To make all this happen, people are working on making renewable energy cheaper and more efficient. They're also building better batteries that can store energy when there's extra, like on a very sunny day, and use it later when it's needed. So by 2050, how America gets and uses energy will be much cleaner and greener, helping our planet and making life better for everyone. So this was all about today's video. Do let us know your thoughts and comments. Please subscribe to Travel the World. Thank you for watching.